Hi, this is my keto testimonial, or as I rather prefer to say, my proper human diet testimonial. This is me at 20 years old. This was 1986. This is probably the only entire time in my entire life that I actually had a decent sized human body. This is me 8 years later. When I met my second husband, fell in love and started to raise a family. This is me at 28. This is my husband and I again in 2015 or 2005. Once again, battling my weight. This was after 2 weight loss surgeries, not 1, but 2. Yes. 2 weight loss surgeries. And yet, I was still able to gain weight. This is me and one of my very, very close friends who we lived in Alaska for almost 30 years. And this is what we did for play. We are outdoorsy kind of people. Absolutely love it. But once again, that's in 2009 with my girlfriend, Julie. And this is my husband and I just a couple years ago in 2015 when we went on a lifetime cruise through the Panama Canal. This is before I had ever even heard the words keto, before I had ever heard the word of anything about low carb, high fat. I didn't even know anything about Atkins at this time. And this is me now. It is July of 2019. I am now 53 years old. And in the last 19 months, I started my journey in November of 2017 when a girlfriend of mine, who I absolutely dearly love, told me about exogenous ketones. And I saw the results that she had. And I thought, oh, this is exactly what I need to do. And I completely fell right into it. Stupid taxpayer, that's me. But along this, after I found that, and while I was waiting for this product to come in, I started doing some massive researching. And I probably put, I don't know, close to 300 hours in before I actually started doing keto and of research. And I blindly stumbled onto Dr. Kim Berry and Dr. Eric Berg and Dr. Nally and Dr. Jason Fung and the keto guys or the keto dudes. And I started to listen to research, dive into as much information as I possibly can to the point of obsession. Yep, totally, completely obsessed. Me. But it was a good obsession. It was, how can I be proactive in my life and taking control? And honestly, hearing from Ken Berry about you're in charge. You're the one who hired your doctors. You're entitled to fire them if they're not, helping you in the journey of your life, which was quite empowering. Now, I have a little bit of background in, I started doing my pre-nursing back in the 1990s, early 1990s. And then I met my true love. And he whisked me away to Alaska, to an island, which I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with, Kodiak Island, which we all know and love. It is the Emerald Island. It is the jewel of the Pacific. We like to say we are also the northernmost Hawaiian island. I lived there off and on for most of 30 years, and unfortunately, I have moved away from there, but it will always be my home. And in Kodiak, it's quite sheltered. I've lived quite a sheltered life. So when I discovered keto through my girlfriend, Jenny, who I love you, Jenny, I decided that the exogenous ketones were definitely not the way I wanted to go. I wanted to do this in a more natural, more healthy way of doing it. And so when I actually started my journey, I was 236 pounds. Now, when I had my first weight loss surgery, which was in 1998, I went to Stockholm, Sweden. My husband and I traveled to Stockholm, Sweden, and I had the adjustable gastric band put in. And it was done laparoscopically. So I came home with like 5 or 6 tiny little scars, which at the time I was great with. I was all right with. And for a little while it worked. But then after about a year, it malfunctioned, and they discovered that the lower portion of the pocket of my stomach was dying and became gangrene. And so when they had to go in and emergency take it out and take out all of my lower stomach, including parts of my lower intestine. And then from that part, they created the pouch and did the gastric bypass. Well, in so doing, they had to give me this enormous, lovely zipper, which, once again, it's a badge of honor. It is mine. I own it. I paid for it. I deserve to wear it. Once again, the stupid tax. But it is what it is. And so from that part on, I developed celiac type symptoms. From celiacs. I wasn't full-blown celiacs, but I had developed severe celiac-like symptoms. And so I had to go gluten-free. And at that time, there was like almost nothing gluten-free. So in a way, I was kind of doing keto, but adding in all of the pasta and the potatoes, and not much of a rice eater, but every now and then I love sushi. So, I just kept the stupid American diet up. I mean, standard American diet. And was able to I went down to a size 5. Now, to me, what numbers on scale doesn't matter very much. But I went down to a size 5, and I was able to go all the way back up to a 270 pounds, which is when I left Kodiak. I had a third major injury that prevented me from returning to my work, and I was a delivery person wearing brown for 14 years in Kodiak, which was my ideal job. I got to talk to people every day. I got to let God's light shine through me to everyone I touched, whether they were Christian or not. I had quite a few elderly shut-ins, and so at Christmas time, I wore Christmas hats every single day of the month that I worked, just bringing joy and light to my community, and miss my Alaska family and friends. But I'm so glad I was able to discover this when I came here, and have been able to inspire, hopefully, and touch the lives of everyone that I have been able to touch in my 30 plus years in Alaska, on our isolated little tiny island. I had the honor and privilege to work as a veteran. I feel strongly about our veterans, and we are in Kodiak is a large Coast Guard community. We have the largest Coast Guard base in the United States, and we are very, very proud and honored to have them in our community up there. And so when I got the chance to work with Project Healing Waters, which is an organization that works with our soldiers that suffer with PTSD and many other disorders from being in war. And so I had the privilege of hosting them at a remote cabin in Kodiak for 3 days a year, and I got to do it for 3 or 4 years. And being able to touch their lives, and I'm hoping through the power of sharing and caring and videos and YouTube, that I could touch their lives one more time. And I'm a very strong advocate about bringing keto into our military and into our veterans, and how this wonderful health movement that we are all a part of can help with the PTSD disorders that are prevalent in our men and women who have put their lives out there for each and every one of us Americans. Not just of us Americans, but all of our allies also around the world. And it's just not just for our American veterans, but this is worldwide. I'm hoping we can reach out and help each and every one of us through our diet, through the power of speech and testimonials. So this is just my little testimonial, and I have a whole lot more to go to. But I just wanted to start out by introducing myself. My name is Erin Borgman. I go by Erin Randall Borgman, which is my maiden name also. And on Facebook, I don't have a YouTube channel, but maybe that'll come. Who knows? I'm a loudmouth woman who is very opinionated and exuberant about what I am involved in, and this is life-altering, wonderful changes that I want to get behind. I want to sponsor. I am broke as a joke. I can't financially sponsor, but I can sure sponsor with my voice and my actions, and by helping people individually and helping people en masse. That's all I want to do. I'm not looking for money or anything like that. Just like Dr. Ken Berry and Nurse Nisha, which we all love and adore. I just want the word to get out there. And if I can be an advocate with my voice and my actions and my videos, or driving around the country and talking to people, and my goal is to get this into all the health professions, and talk to doctors that are willing to listen in the hospital situations, and nutritionists, and doctors that are patient, see patients on the regular, primary care physicians and nurses, and let's get this, human, the proper human diet out there and incorporated in every life. And I want it to be spread far and wide. I'd love to see the inside shelves of those grocery stores go empty. I'm sorry, no sweat off my brow. I would be beyond thrilled about that. We get rid of all those processed garbage, all that crap that none of us need. Absolutely none of us, especially children. I'm sorry, might get really bad reviews on that one, but that's okay. I'm all right with that. I helped raise 7 children. I only gave birth to 3 of them, but it's okay. I wish I had only known then, but I'm so glad my children are on board now. So I love you all. I am looking forward to making another video, and if you want to hear more from me, just let me know. Contact me either through instant messaging or likes on this video. Thanks, and have a great day.